is playoff football in Chicago. The cold, the wind, the snow, and these Bear fans wouldn't have it any other way here inside historic Soldier Field. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the San Francisco 49ers and the Chicago Bears. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And this is picked up by the Bears. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Fields got his man complete over the middle. That's Graham. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. Here's Fields. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Marquise Goodwin there to make the grab. And the Bears are on the board first here in this division round matchup. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. First down is Fournette, but he can only manage a yard or so before he's brought down.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Here. This is James White, and he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On play action, Lance. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
2nd and 4. Out of the pistol, it's Fournette. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Play action, now it's Lance. Rolling to his left. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. Fournette, a first down carry. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. And now they'll throw with Lance. Sliding out of the pocket. That is caught by the tight end Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
This is why a lot of play callers love play action in this spot. You just want to freeze the linebackers just for a second. Then you got a chance to get a quick pass into your tight end right behind them for a touchdown.
Jakeem Grant now to return. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Here's 2nd and a yard. To throw is Fields. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Now Gold for the extra point. Boy, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here's Lewis. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
8 yards to go on 2nd down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Deep ball for Goodwin. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And the 49ers are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared.
Touchdown, 49ers! Leonard Fournette, for a big back, he can cover a lot of ground, and he showed off the athleticism there as he broke off a big one.
And this is a play defensively where you're just looking around and saying, what was that? What just happened? You're looking at your teammates, they're looking at you. And let's face it, your defensive coordinator, he's not going to tip his cap to him. That's not how football works, but he probably should have after that run. That was absolutely sensational.
On the return, it's Tariq Cohen, and he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Handoff comes to Montgomery, and the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. Strong running at the 30. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Well, we saw David Montgomery lead the nation a few years back in broken tackles when he was at Iowa State, and he's proven to be difficult to bring down in the NFL as well. Now Fields. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Dee Ford able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Here's Fields. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 39. Fields on first down. This one swung out to Montgomery. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Fields escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Play action. It's Fields. And this almost intercepted. Not sure he saw the free safety that time. But lucky, incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down. Well, the field goal obviously a little dicier here with the elements in the snow, but still right on the border of field goal range. But they're going to go for it. They snap it to Fields. Goodwin able to haul it in. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. Fields throwing again. He finds his man, complete. That's Grant. 7 yards the pickup there. 2nd down from the 8. They can get a first down by reaching the 5. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off on a safety, Jarquiski Tart. And the Niners are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. A handoff to Fournette. Fournette, a first down, still going. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, 49ers. Leonard Fournette with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the 49ers continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Gold with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. From way up at the 23. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
On play action, Fields. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. From the 50, here's Fields. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Grant. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. A play fake, now Fields to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Grant. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Out of the gun, Fields. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Bears! Allen Robinson, 38 yards. And the Bears get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Santos with the extra point, and that cuts this lead down to 13. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. On first down, Fournette going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage as he'll wind up losing a yard on the play. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They fake the handoff. Now Lance. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And the Bears Bears are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Now it's Fields. Finding some room at midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Now a first down throw, Fields. And he's got the speedster Goodwin. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And that gets him back within 10. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And here's Lewis.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
To throw again on second down. Fields throwing the out route incomplete. That's Montgomery. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. On first down, Fields. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Fields now to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Robinson. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 32-yard line. Throwing again is Fields. He finds his man complete. It's Grant. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Robinson's got it. Touchdown! Allen Robinson. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears draw a bit closer. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal. After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
Second down, back to Fournette. And some room to maneuver. And he takes us all the way down to the Bears' 27-yard line. My goodness, 232 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's a give to Fournette. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Running left, it's Fournette. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Leonard Fournette saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is Jakeem Grant. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense?
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 40, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, It's been pretty sensational.
A handoff, Fournette running left. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run it again with Fournette. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Play action. Here's Lance. They'll roll him out right. Got his target, Samuel. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
Come on now, let's go.
1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
They'll give Fournette another crack. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Lance now on 3rd and goal, rolling to his right. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And Gold is able to put it through, and that will extend their lead even further. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist, but time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round. They need to come up with something as they get this drive started. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 38-yard line.
A throw left side taken in by Kmet. Shedding the tackle, and it gives him some room. Touchdown, Bears! But CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Yeah, and this is one of the best runs you'll see. A lot of times on these long touchdowns, you'll say he gets into the end zone untouched, but not here. He fought his way through contact, and it barely even registered, and he just continued down the field all the way to the end zone.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And able to get this out to the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right. There he goes, left side. The 30. 10, 5, touchdown, 49ers. Leonard Fournette. 75 yards. And the 49ers are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this fourth quarter lead. Now the 49ers electing to leave the offense out there and go for two. They will run it. It's Fournette. And he is into the end zone again. So get him some oxygen. He scores on the long run and then punches in the two-point conversion for good measure. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken way up at the 25. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. He finds his man, complete. That's Grant. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Again, Fields. He'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. From the 25 on 2nd down, Fields. That is intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And the 49ers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll try and run some clock with Fournette. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll buy some time right. And his throw here's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On third down, Fournette. He gets a good chunk of yards there, 8 all told, but they're still looking at a fourth down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Here comes the 49ers punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And he's out right at the 25. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. First and 10. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Eric Armstead in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. And one last throw here for Fields. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. I don't know what was going on there, but the end result, this is going to be a safety.